Okay, so my career started in 1996. I was hired, actually, my senior year of college. The summer before my senior year of college, I did an internship at WMUR here in Manchester, and I continued to communicate with those folks when I went back to school, and then in the spring when I was about to graduate, they offered me a job as a newscast producer. So I was responsible for putting together the weekend morning news. So it was a 2-hour-long morning show where I would create the whole entire lineup, write all the scripts, edit video, do all that sort of stuff. And I did that I was a newscast producer in various roles on various shows for about 9 years. And then in 2003, I became a producer for a show called New Hampshire Chronicle, which is a magazine show. So I was a segment producer and a coordinating producer, and I would produce segments for the show on different things around New Hampshire, like restaurants and interesting people and interesting places. And I worked with a videographer, and together we would do interviews, shoot video, write a script, put it all together. And I did that right up until 2010 when I left to start teaching. Probably my most favorite part of the job was what I did in the last few years of my career when I worked for Chronicle, is getting to travel around New Hampshire and meet and talk to all kinds of people and learn about a state I have lived in my whole life. I learned things that I never knew about New Hampshire through that experience. And I also worked with some really amazing people. So forming those relationships and those bonds with my coworkers was really amazing. It's funny, we would travel around the state, and the videographer and I would be in the car for sometimes 2 or 3 hours at a time if we were going someplace far, and you really get to know someone when you're stuck in a car with them for several hours, so that really helped create some really strong relationships.
All right. What originally sparked your interest in video production?
Yeah, so when I was in high school, I was introduced to a video production class, and I took that class. And that really is what started it for me. In that class, we produced a commercial, a public service announcement for the local cable access channel, and it was broadcast on the channel, and we thought that was just so cool. I mean, granted, this was 1990, so it's a long time ago, but it was a pretty cool experience to have that, and that sort of just sparked my interest in wanting to do more of that and to be able to create content like that and spread messages and share information. So that's really where I got it started.
What did you like or dislike most about teaching? Or what do you like?
Well, what I love the most is just getting to know the students and sharing my knowledge, and seeing students really grasp concepts and learn new skills and something that they may not have otherwise been exposed to. That's definitely my favorite part, and the relationships that I form with my students and be able to get to know them and they get to know me, and that's a really fun part. And I would say my least favorite thing is probably just the paperwork and the administrative stuff that we have to do as teachers, taking attendance and watching dress code and behaviors, and just all that kind of paperwork stuff is not as, it's part of it, and that I accept that, but it's not as fun as being able to share stuff with students and getting to know them.
All right, thank you. That's it.
Perfect. Good job, guys.